Khalid. I'm one of the 5 members of the ESPTR team. We all have different jobs, but overall we do a bit of everything. For example, I'm in charge of logistics, all the postal runs, all the everything like that. Now I'm going to pass you over to Amar.
Hi guys, you're right. My name's Amar. So we have two parts of the business, ESPTR and the clothing brand ESPTR. So for ESPTR, I normally deal with the event plans, speaking to the council, like the venue staff, and we all do a bit of the show and shine process as well. But normally I'm the one sending out the emails and texts. And then for ESPTR, like Khalid said, we all kind of sit down and do the designs and the range. And normally I'm the one uploading all the stuff on the website as well. But I'll pass it over to Naz.
Hi, my name's Naz. I normally deal with the direction of the brand, just kind of follow trends and see what's coming up next. And this is Rahul.
Hi, I'm Rahul. I usually manage the social media. This year I've been helping Naz filter through the applications for the show. So if you've been rejected or you've been accepted for a show, blame Naz, don't blame me.
Don't hate me. Hate him.
And I'll introduce you to Yusuf, who we've got on FaceTime at the moment.
Hi guys, Yusuf. So for ESPTR and ESPTR, ESPTR work quite closely with Amar for the council aspect, speaking to all the kind of different bodies that we speak to organise an event, so the legal aspect I guess, and then ESPTR again, tripping here and there, so direction of the business, bit of marketing as well, and then the designs as well. So yeah, bit of everything.
Yeah, and Yusuf is actually based in London, where all of us are actually based in Newcastle. So Yusuf's like the odd one out. But obviously Yusuf lives in Newcastle. He just works over in London, so that's why he's not here today.
We decided to start this company back in 2013, was it?
Oh, it was 2013.
Yeah.
Originally just started off as a joke. We were just taking pictures of a few of our mates' cars. And this is when Instagram was just starting to blow up, and we uploaded a picture onto Instagram. I think it was of your car.
My car.
A few of our mates' cars, and it just pretty much blew up overnight. And up in the north, there wasn't that many car shows, and we should always travel down south to like car shows. So we decided, why don't we just do one ourselves? And we really didn't know what we were getting ourselves into.
Yeah.
It all just spiraled from there.
Really, there was no structure to it. It was just random stuff. Like we'd randomly upload.
Like,
1 week it'd be like loads of pictures. 1 week there wouldn't be any pictures at all.
It was never the intention to run it as a business. That was never the intention. But it's just something that came from it all.
Yeah. I think it was more of obviously the followers kept growing.
Yeah.
It started off more as a hobby. It was just like, because we used to basically, once we started uploading pictures, a couple of our mates were photographers as well, and we just used to like taking pictures of cars. Started going to car shows, majority of them being down south. I think the first big show we went to, we did a couple of promo shoots for upcoming shows, and then the first big show we went to was Show and Glow, which used to happen in Blue Water.
Yeah,
and after that, Ultimate Dubs, and that's where we kind of got into the car show scene sort of thing. But by that time we had already quite a big Instagram account, and that Instagram account was just literally whatever we thought was cool or trending at that time, we just re-uploaded. And then when we started going to the shows, uploading our own content, this was like within a few months of that, it just grew from there as well.
Yeah. And then obviously
about a year in, we decided like, oh, we could have a crack at this.
Yeah.
Obviously started off like with just stickers.
We literally sold stickers. Like I designed like the first bumper sticker, and we saw there's such a massive demand for it, and for such a small thing that cost us like next to nothing to produce. Like, because when we started this whole business off, we started off with barely any money.
Yeah, literally nothing.
Literally
no
nothing.
money.
All the money that we made from stickers, we would buy lanyards then, and then from the lanyards there was t-shirts.
But what was crazy about then, even back then when we were like, because what you got to remember, Instagram's algorithms were just dead basic then, and we'd be uploading like 24/7 sort of thing, just random times at night, and we were at then 2013, I think we were about 20,000 followers or something like that.
Yeah, shop like crazy.
We had stickers and like getting sent to America and stuff like
Australia.
that, and that was what kind of drove us, because it was a sticker. Like only then, 20,000 followers was a big thing for us then.
Yeah.
and it's just people want to represent the brand. It was just a photography page, which were like everyone was treating as like a group, a brand sort of thing, and that's what led us on to just more stuff, what people were liking, and the designs that we were making, we were just getting really good feedback, and it wasn't like influenced by anything in particular. There was nothing. It was just the first logo evolving. There's never been something that we've like we want to look like this brand or anything like that. It was just we had a really squiggly.
It was
squiggly. It just said Eurospotter.
And then squiggly font that I designed, and then
we just randomly abbreviated. A lot of people will ask constantly, "What is ESPTR?"
Yeah, and it's just an abbreviation
of Eurospotter.
And literally that's what I came up with next. And
people normally get the R mixed up with A.
It's not like ESPTA.
But that's one of the original fonts from when we first abbreviated it. And so there's no changing that. It's always going to look like an A.
Yeah.
So the reason why we have two brand names, one being Eurospotter and one being ESPTR, is when we started making stickers, air fresheners and stuff like that, just ESPTR was more aesthetic for any of our merchandise. After a while, once we started getting really good feedback from any of our merchandise, we realised that we want to do more clothing and stuff like that. From there, we decided to call the actual merchandise line of it ESPTR, or the clothing line nowadays, just ESPTR.
Yeah, it was just to kind of differentiate the two sides of the business, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like everyone thinks like there's a meaning behind it, but it's just to make it look a bit better.
Yeah, ESPTR is clothing, lanyards, stickers, air fresheners, all of the stuff you can buy from our brand, and whereas Eurospotter is the car show, is the photography. Like that's what it is.
The branding for ESPTR was just a lot more marketable than Eurospotter was.
Yeah.
And a lot of people bought into the branding that.
And Eurospot is very limited. Like just
like the name.
It's very limited.
I don't know. Like it's a good name, but like, would you really want to buy
a T-shirt which
just says Eurospotter on it?
So what it is obviously we originate from the car scene and the car culture. However, the clothing that we do, if you realise, is not heavily influenced by the car scene.
Yeah, like we don't have pictures of cars on our T-shirts. Like obviously there are like other brands in the same scene or market, you want to call it. They have like, I don't know, car like slang words and car pictures on on the T-shirts and stuff. We don't really go into that market. We just try and hit like the trends in fashion.
So there's two different directions we're going with, two different kind of companies. So ESPTR is more kind of, we want to go into fashion, get it into stores, have like a bigger stock room, or have more designs, whereas Eurospotter is kind of maybe a bigger venue, more cars, more sponsorship deals, bringing new things to the car scene. So there's kind of, that's a very brief answer, but it's like,
they're both completely different.
Yeah.
Literally, like you kind of think, oh, how do they go together? Realistically they don't. But like we've obviously created the brand from Eurospotter, and it's developed into ESPTR being the clothing. Obviously, like our roots are still the car scene, but we don't want to limit ourselves just to the car scene. Obviously, yeah, we love going to shows, we love trading at shows, and we love coming up with new designs, and obviously we love hosting the car show as well. But we don't want to limit the clothing just to the car show. We want to market it to everyone, and obviously even the car show, like we try and make it more of like a event for families as well. It's not just for car people. So when we were obviously deciding on names, like we came up with so many names, like
so many stupid names,
like I literally we were like bringing anything out of thin air. Like,
so
tell them the one you came up with.
So I came up with some really stupid names. Obviously, you're spitballing, like hard parked hard. Some of them sound like euphemisms.
The one you came up with originally.
We were like, kind of shut the fuck up.
Well, it all depended on the venue and where we were. We want to incorporate the area we're in, and then what happened is, I think, well, our biggest thing was if it was Eurospotter hosting a car show without a name, and we called it the Eurospotter Car Show, a lot of people might think it is just Euro cars in there, and that's not what we were about then.
And then he came up with, was it a United
Euros.
United Euros.
These guys, we were spitballing, but that was a crap name. These think it's funnier than others. Do you know what I mean? It's like the funniest thing on the face of the earth.
But I think it was Ruhel actually.
Yeah,
that came up with
the whole Kulturschock name came from the fact that the stance scene was its own culture, in some sense that the North wasn't used to. There wasn't
never
many
seen anything
like
modified cars.
There wasn't many car shows up north.
It's
like,
just
mainly down south.
Another thing with the Kulturschock name, it's not just a clash of bringing this in. It is obviously there are certain within the stance community. We also appreciate American muscles. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's dropped American muscles or lowriders, then there are some crazy track cars. Yeah.
So the show's for everything. Really.
Everything.
Yeah.
But like if you ever do get the chance to visit our show, you'll see a range of everything. So there'll be obviously air rides, static. We even have like classics in there, supercars, track,
cars on hydro,
everything. Yeah, hydros.
We had some crazy motorbikes.
Yeah, and motorbikes running like 1,000 brake with NOS. Like, so we aren't just about the Euro, or we aren't just about stands. We're kind of about everything, and we do appreciate everything. Like, so obviously our first car show was at Newcastle Racecourse. It was a great venue. It was massive. I had loads of different bits. It was our first show as well there, so it was pretty difficult. I'll be honest. Like
we didn't have a clue.
We didn't have a clue on what we were doing.
It was a big step.
1819 then, weren't we?
Oh, you might have been. I was still like 22.
To be fair, our first car show, I think I was 20, and we were doing our first car show. We bit off more than we should. As Amar said, didn't have a clue.
We had no idea.
Booked a venue. We knew it's possible to do that, and then once we'd done it, we thought we could change this a lot. We could make it flow better, and we could really change it up with the branding as well, like we do with ESPTR and the clothing and stuff like that. Certain aspects of the show, brand image is a big thing. Do you know what I mean? If there's something which is not cool, these two would have my head in. Do you know what I mean? If it doesn't tickle their fancy, do you know what I mean? They're like chucking 20 pence in us every time I shut up, like, do something different, different. But there's just little things like show passes and stuff like that we were trying to make quirky. However, the venue that we had already been done. We had done a show. Yes, there was a lot that we could have done differently, but that wasn't going to stop us. We wanted to do it again. One of the main things what we wanted to change is the venue. We actually came across this venue earlier, and we just thought we'd never get permission.
Yeah, we thought it would never be possible.
We'd never even bothered asking.
We went like up and down, like in the northeast, because obviously we wanted to keep it in the northeast. And then even then we did think, oh, there's nothing here. Should we change it elsewhere, like to a different city? But so we went to like Sedgefield, we went to Sunderland Stadium as well. Yeah. So we went to
so many places.
Yeah, we went to so many different places.
We really didn't want to do it in Sunderland.
And then
we keep it in Newcastle.
And then just on our doorstep, we just, for some reason, we thought it'd be quite cool doing it there. Do you think we'd get permission?
So we just
asked.
I think what we did is like we went in.
Yeah, we had a look around.
We had a look around, and then we obviously we just asked the receptionist, can we speak to the venue manager or like anyone in charge to talk about like hiring the venue? And then they were like, obviously like what's it for? And we're like, oh, like a car show, and then like their face was just like really, but obviously then just like one thing led to another. Spoke to the venue managers. He's called Ian.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Big up Ian,
like he's a top guy.
He helped us a lot.
He's helped us so much.
He's actually our 6th member of the unit.
He is. You can call him that, literally.
He's the 6th member.
He may as well be.
He just doesn't know it yet.
He's not a shareholder or nothing like that, but he's the truth.
Without him, like
the show
wouldn't flow as good. Like he helps us with traffic, with everything. Obviously the council, the police, everything.
From the event plan.
event plan,
Literally everything,
safety,
you name it,
steward,
he's
everything.
he's got
So
it.
he's really good.
Yeah.
And
So
bear in mind, this is not something he has to do.
yeah,
No,
he just
he
does it. Yeah. So spoke to Ian. Ian's like, yeah. He gives a go ahead. We obviously put through the event plan with the council. Everything. Everyone was happy. And then like
we
that's
went,
how.
I think
like,
we
that's
went
how
to the
Gates
venue
came.
twice after that. We
Yeah.
did a photo shoot, and then it was a sunny day, and the
Yeah.
photos came out banging.
Yeah.
Did a
We
video.
did like a promo video and
and
all
then
that
since then
stuff.
we just thought it's the
Perfect
best.
venue.
It's just
perfect
been
venue.
going on and on. Yeah, I don't like. I can't really imagine us in another venue now.
Yeah.
Like
Even though we might have like outgrown.
That's the scary thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've
Already, but
grown the venue.
it's such a unique venue. Like
And
there's no one else doing it in the
like-
UK. Obviously, like with Gateshead Stadium.
there's no the shows
Yeah,
in the
it's-
UK like
it's,
that.
It's literally.
I think a lot of people just come for the pictures.
Yeah,
Just
because obviously the cars parked
red
around
track
the
looks
track
crazy.
of the stadium, and obviously the red orange flooring, the running track. It just
and then the green grass in the background.
Yeah.
It just works perfect.
The green grass, the blue sky.
No, there
Did you
is.
say the blue sky. I know there's green grass, but there's
But
a
yeah,
blue
that's
sky,
why
isn't it?
that's why we've moved from racecourse. Obviously, racecourse was a mint venue. Probably could get more cars than the racecourse.
But it just
But
doesn't
it's just,
have.
It's just it doesn't have that like the same feeling or the same, I don't know.
doesn't have that edge, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
There's just something about having a slam car on a running track.
Yeah.
Just looks
Yeah.
wicked.
It's just
Whilst
mental, isn't it?
just a car park or just a bit of just a concrete isn't the same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Especially at night.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
At night when the floodlights are on.
Yeah, the venue's a complete different
But
place.
it is.
that night.
You take a car out of context and you look at it. It really helps
Yeah.
you appreciate the car as well as the background. But it just takes it. A car just looks totally different where it's somewhere it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
We do have a couple of plans for future of Culturschock Car Show. Probably want to keep them a secret.
Yeah.
But
a lot of things are going to work.
yeah, so we do have a couple of ideas. Obviously, we've done the same show now. Obviously, this is going to be our fourth show, third at Gateshead Stadium. This year is going to be a little bit different. We're going to have obviously different traders, different sponsors there, etc., etc. Dominoes are still coming, so that's a thumbs up. But to keep it different,
Well,
I don't want to say really.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Just have to wait and see.
to be honest, I can't say it.
there is, and we can't
But
say
we do have one thing planned.
Yeah.
but I don't want to say it.
we, not anytime soon.
Maybe
Fingers
next year,
crossed.
but definitely probably the year after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah. Depends on how well this year goes. It's
all depends
obviously
on-
the show's grown every year, and it's gonna grow this year. It's gonna be bigger and better this year.